Hey everyone, hope you're well. I'm glad to be here. Um, Full disclosure, I'm still getting over a bit of a chest infection. I have now finished my multiple lots of antibiotics. I wasn't on last, well, I was last week, but it was a pre-recorded one because I was traveling. I ended up having to come back early from my travels because I really wasn't well, and I've not been great this week. But I'm here. I have exciting things to show you. Um, but I apologise up front if I'm coughing a lot. I hope all of you guys are staying safe. I know that there's a lot of bugs and colds and coughs and everything going around right now, so I hope you are staying safe and healthy and making lovely plans for the holiday weekend and hopefully lots of crafting. So, I am going to flip to the good stuff because I know you don't really want to listen to me waffle on. One thing I will say is I've done a blog post and I am going to send an email later on today because there's a lot happening in April. Too much just to go on, because if I start going on, then I'm just going to go on and on and on. The top thing I do want to mention though is Paper Pumpkin. It is now live in the UK, so you can go to my website, craftwithemma.co.uk/Paper Pumpkin to get all the information and to sign up. You can do it pay as you go each month, or you can sign up for a 3, 6 or 12-month subscription. And if you sign up for the subscriptions, you do get access to extra goodies and perks as well. So don't forget Paper Pumpkin. And this was what we did last week. So if you want to see what's in the box, check out last week's video either on Facebook or on YouTube. Right, unboxing things. What have I got to show you? This is what I have. I'm going to try and put these in rainbow order, kind of like Roy G. Biv. These are the new ink colours. Hey Julie, glad you're here. Not only are these the new ink colours, these are also the new ink pads. All right, so as you know, Stampin' Up brings out 5 new colours every year. These are the 2026 to 2028 in colours. Last year we had the 25 to 27 ones. They're still running. They'll be around for another year. But the previous ones, in fact, let me just get these off the shelf to show you. These ones are going to be disappearing. One of them's actually through in the other room because I've been crafting with it. But let's grab the pen. These ones, these are the 24 to 26 in colours. Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash. These ones are going, and they are going soon. They will be going at the end of April and you won't be able to get them again. So if these are colours that you like that you haven't already got, grab them quickly. If you do like them, you want to stock up on the ink refill, the cardstock, even the ribbon. Make sure you get a hold of these ones before they are gone, because when they are gone, they are gone. All right, we will not be getting these supplies back in stock. So yeah, the old in colours leaving very soon. The new in colours, aren't they pretty? So what have we got here? So first of all, Crisp Cantaloupe. Let me show off this beautiful colour to you. Okay, we also have the ribbon, and well, I'll show you them at the end. But let's go through each of the 5 colours just now. So Crisp Cantaloupe. Some of you may recognise this colour. We have had this shade before. So it was one of the in colours a few years ago. Can't remember exactly when. But it has returned, for which we are very pleased. Next up, you have this one, Barely Blush. Now, Barely Blush is a really, really lovely shade of pink. Actually, let me just compare that to... So Pretty in Pink, which is the one that's leaving, is a bit darker. Barely Blush is much paler. It is a really, really pretty baby pink though. It's a bit like Blushing Bride, which we had a few years ago, that we lost at the last colour refresh. But this is a beautiful shade. Next up, we have Golden Glow. Now, this one is, as the name suggests, it sounds really golden. It's a golden yellowy shade. It's one that I think is going to be really lovely, especially at Christmas. I'm expecting to do great things with this as a kind of Christmassy gold, along with some reds and greens. Next, we have this one, Peaceful Pine. Now, this is a colour that is growing on me. At first, I wasn't sure about it, but when I saw it on stage, we've also got, if you go for paper pumpkin, then the ink spot that comes in the box is Peaceful Pine. So if you want a taster of the in colours, grab your paper pumpkin subscription. Again, this one, it's a beautiful green. It's like a paler version of Evening Evergreen, which was a darker green in colour, again, that we had a couple of years ago. It does actually go really nice with Golden Glow. In fact, let me just grab some of the reds so we can compare these. Thinking ahead to Christmas, I know we haven't had Easter yet, but that's it with the cherry cobbler. That's it with the real reds. Both of these look really nice. Probably more of a cherry cobbler kind of girl going with this. But for your reds, greens and golds, these are going to be really, really lovely. But my favourite, my absolute favourite, is this one here, Hydrangea Hue. It's the same colour that the bag was on stage, which I showed you a few weeks ago. It's just such a lovely kind of lilac-y blue shade. This one is also, it's the first one I opened because I want to show you the new ink pads. So let's just grab one of the old current style ink pads so that you can see the comparison. Let me just pop that to one side. Right, so here you can see the two ink pads side by side. This is our standard size and this is the new size. So they are slightly narrower, slightly skinnier. I'll show you that. It's maybe half a centimetre skinnier, but you can also see that they are a good 2 centimetres longer. Okay, hey, I'm glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Glad to hear you're home and hope you're recovering fast. So yeah, the new ink pads, as you know, the current ones, you kind of open them like a makeup compact and then slide them over. Some people find that a little bit tricky to do. When they're new, they can be a little bit stiff to open as well. These ones, you just pull them apart. They come apart so easily. They are magnetic. Don't know if you could hear that click, but they are very strong. So that's me just holding the top there. They're not easily going to fall apart. I was showing these to Tom yesterday and he was like, oh, but if you drop them on the floor, they're going to burst open. So I can tell you that if you drop them from waist height, they do not burst open. If you drop them from shoulder height, they will, okay? But they're not designed to be thrown all over the place. Well, I'm sounding echoey, am I? Right, let me just double check my microphone here. Let me put that down. Is that any better? Hopefully that's a wee bit better. The sound's got a bit distorted. Do you know what? What about that? Tell me if that sound is a bit better. Hopefully it will be. I've switched to a different microphone. So, hey Julie, we've got two Julies on the video now. Brilliant. Okay, so going back to the new ink pads and hoping that the microphone is working a bit better. They are so easy to open and to close. It's not any better. Right. Well, I'm going to flip Let's see. I'll try and put this all the way up. I'm just going to have to see if I can edit a filter for the microphone. No. Does that sound any better, or does that sound worse? Give it a couple more minutes to see if there's any comments. Someone tell me if that's better or worse. Have a minor coughing fit. It's worse. Okay. Let me drop this all the way down then and see how that sounds. Is that any better? Let me know if that sounds any better or if that's worse or the same. While you guys are commenting, I'm going to go back to my brand new ink pads. So, as I say, magnetic lids. The way that these work, though, is that you can put the lid underneath so that while you're crafting, the lid just sits there so that you're ready whenever to just put them over. You've got the labels on the back that you can put along the side, that you can put on the inside, same as you used to before. And the other really groovy thing, if I just move this round, oh, you can't hear me at all now. Okay. Let me. Okay, again, I've switched to a different microphone. Let's see if that helps. Tell me if that one's better or worse. It's better now. Okay, we will kind of stick, so it's the microphone up at the top that we're going with now. And I'll see about getting the other one sorted. But going back to the ink pads, as I say, they're magnetic, so you can actually, that's me, got 3 of them all stacked together. That's me. Yeah, you can't really tilt them and hold them, just about. There we go. But distortion has gone nice and clear. Thank goodness. So yeah, these new ink pads, really easy to open, to close, to have upside down so that you keep the lid nearby. We are loving the new ink pads. Right now, the only colours that we have in the new style of ink pad are the 5 in colours. So let me bring them back out again. Next year, there is going to be a colour refresh. So there will be some of our current colours will retire. We will get new colours and it will be exciting. But they're all going to be in the new style of ink pad. The current style of ink pad will still work. You don't have to rush out and replace all your ink pads. There's nothing wrong with the ones you've currently got. But the new colours will be in this new format moving forward. There is a post on my website at the moment which talks about price increases, because with the catalogue that's coming out in May, some of the prices are going up. Some of the prices, dropping things on the floor, some of the prices of the current ink pads are going to be going up. So if there are any of our current colours that you want, I would recommend going for them before the prices go up, which means you've got to do it before the end of April. There are a lot of other items. There are quite a few other items that are going to be going up in price. Some of the glues, the envelopes, notelets. So I would definitely recommend that you check that out. There are, though, other items that are discounted because it's the last chance list. There's the clearance rack. There's a lot of items that are going to retire at the end of this month that won't make it into the next catalogue, and those ones have got discounts. Some of them have got discounts of up to 50% off. So April is a brilliant month to go to the website, check out the goodies, grab a bargain and stock up on some of the bits and pieces before they go up in price. Oh, one thing I did want to tell you about the new ink pads. I am very excited as well, Hen. The ink pads themselves, so if we look at the current / old ones, the actual size of the ink pad itself inside isn't that much different, maybe slightly narrower, but then they're longer, so you get more coverage. But the current / old style is foam, whereas the new style is felt. We had felt ink pads once before. The foam ones we've had for 5 or so years, nothing wrong with them. They've just decided to do an upgrade and go with this magnetic cover and back to felt. So very, very excited by the new ink pads. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of more unboxing things of new goodies. So while we're still on In Colours, these are the pearlized specialty papers that go in the new In Colours. So I'm going to pull these out and let you see what these are. Look at these. These are so shiny. So you get 5 sheets in a pack. They are the same on both sides, so it's not white on one side and coloured on the other. Can you see the shimmer on that? They are really, really shimmery. And these are in our new In Colours. I'm going to put them over to one side. This is the In Colour Designer Series paper. So the paper packs. So do I have? Yeah. So in the last catalogue, the In Colour and the Colour Family VSPs were 6x6. This year, and in the new catalogue, they are 12x12. And so this is the one for the new In Colours. There are spotty sheets and stripy sheets. And of course, there are different patterns on both sides. So you've got big stripes and skinny stripes, big dots, and little dots. So these are the Designer Series paper patterns that go with the new In Colours. And then the last thing to show you for the new In Colours for just now are these. These are really pretty. So these are the In Colour embellishments. So these are the butterflies. Now, these are actually really cool because they've got them in the Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Peaceful Pine, and Hydrangea, what's it called? Hydrangea Hue? I'm going to need a wee bit of time to remember all the colours. But then they've also got whites as well. Oh, the light's not showing up really well in these ones. These ones are just the In Colour dots, and they've got like a pearlescence to them. They've got like a shimmer. These ones I would say are, they're translucent, but these ones are shimmery. They are both very, very pretty. And yeah, the new In Colours. Right, 2 other things that I just want to share with you. And this one I have deliberately not opened. So we have got a new basic black ink pad that Stampin' Up! Is bringing. It's called a hybrid ink. In the past, we've had different kinds of black ink to use for different things. We've had StazOn, we've had Memento, we've had, what are the other ones that are in there? But you kind of needed to use a different black ink for different things, whether you were watercolouring or using your blends or just using normal stamping. This one, you can use it on anything. So it's going to be fine with blends, it's going to be fine with stamps, it's going to be fine with watercolour pencils. You don't need to have multiple ink pads. Now, the reason that I've only just opened it now in front of you is because I want you to see what it's like to open the ink pad. So it's not in the new format and it's not in the old format either. Because it's a different kind of ink, it's got quite a tight lid. And I've been seeing reports online of people who have found it difficult to open. So I thought I would open it up first time so that you would get my first impressions. Now, I'm told the trick to it is to open it from the sides. Rather than just trying to pull it straight off the top, is to kind of open it. Yeah, you see, that's not hard at side. This tiny little lip there. Just put your finger on there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how people. Yeah, if you just try and pull the top. Oh no, see, even then it does still come. Some people were like breaking their ink pads to get into them, but I actually don't see what the problem is. I was deliberate that I would try this for the very first time live with you, but yeah, do you know what? I'm not worried about that at all. New black ink pads, really excited about it. It's going to be good for all of our watercolouring needs. The last thing that I want to show you before I start sharing the virtual album retreat are these. So these are the white gel pens. That's hilarious. White gel pens do not eat. I think all of our crafting supplies should come with labels that say do not eat. I'm surprised why it's just our white gel pens that say that. Now, we got a chance to play with these when we were in Cologne, when we were on stage. So again, these are fresh out the pack. I'm just going to take, you know, with gel pens, you've got to take the top off. And then you kind of get them started. Make sure the ink is flowing. I'm going to use a tissue on that. You know what gel pens are like. You've just got to make sure you get the nib clear and clean before you start. There we go. And if you do it too clean, then you've literally just wiped away all the ink. There we go. These draw really beautifully. Yeah. Fabulous. These are some of the nicest white gel pens I've ever had, and you get 2 of them in a pack. So I'm really excited by those. Cool. Right, that's that's the pre-order stuff that I wanted to show you. Apart from this. Okay, this is the 2026 virtual album retreat. It's called Happiness is Here. It comes in big Stampin' Up box. Inspire, Create and Share. Let's open it up. I think there maybe have been unboxing videos of this already. I think Sarah might have done one. I haven't seen any of them, so I do not know what to expect. I do know that the 2025 album retreat was fabulous. Absolutely amazing. Not cheap, but when you look at the amount of stuff you get in it, everybody agreed it was value for money. And of course, if you're a demonstrator, you're getting your minimum 20% discount on it as well. So you really can't go wrong. So first up is the instructions about the dates that it's happening, an exclusive Facebook group, and then recordings will be posted after each presentation. We've got that in all the languages. Let's see. Right, I'm going to put it over to one side, and then I'm going to bring the things over to you so you can see what's in here. Ooh, ha ha ha. Golden Glow Shimmer Brush. I didn't know we got one of these in this kit. So with the new ink colours, they're bringing out these shimmer brushes, which are going to be in the 5 ink colours, but we get a Golden Glow Shimmer Brush already with the album retreat. That is gorgeous. I'm really excited about that. We get a full thing of linen thread, always useful. More white gel pens. There you go. Don't buy the gel pens separately. Buy the retreat and get them in that. I wish I'd known that, because I might not have bought them. Hi I can do a giveaway or something. So let's have a look. So these are the photo placeholder things. So when you're making your pages, you can put in your photo placeholder if you don't have photos planned at the time. A packet of flip flaps. So this is a full pack. So there's 12 in here of the 4x4" ones. Last time we got like a couple of loose ones of each different sizes, but this time we got a full pack. I think it's good value. Then we have got, what are these? Moody Palette Glossy Dots, another full pack of that, so that's 200. So you've got the white, I'm going to say that's Barley Blue, or maybe Cool Party, that's Old Olive, no, definitely black. One there. Ooh, right. 4 stamp sets, guys. And they come in the packaging this time. So remember last time we didn't get the packaging, we just got the inserts? This time you have got everything and in the packaging. So Happiness is here, alphabet 1, and Happiness is here 2. So that's obviously ones that coordinate and go together. 54 stamps in that one, and 13 stamps in this one. Making a Beautiful Life, Nothing Better Than This. Obviously your letters. Let's have a look to see what size of letters we're looking at. They are, what's that? About 5/8 of an inch, 1.8 centimetres high. They're small, but they were a good size for scrapbooking, I would have said. So yeah, so Happiness is here, alphabet, and Happiness is here 2. Oh, no, right, wait a minute. Happiness is here 1 and 2, and Happiness is here, alphabet 1 and 2. Okay, I should have been paying more attention. Right, okay, now I understand how this works. So Happiness is here, alphabet 1 and alphabet 2. One of them is the solid letters, and the other one is like the outside and shadow, and they coordinate. So you could have, it's almost like you could have the fill in one colour, and then have the outline and the shadow in a different colour. That's really cool. And it's not just the letters, you've got the numbers there as well. So that is really exciting. Okay. Happiness is here, alphabet 1 and alphabet 2, so you've got the letters and their outlines and shadow, both full alphabet and numbers, 54 and 36. So that's 90 stamps in that set. That's already a soft good start. And then here we go, Happiness is here 1 and Happiness is here 2. And again, I'm going to hazard a guess that, oh, these are bigger than I thought they were going to be. 13 and 14, so that's 27 stamps here. So you get well over 100 stamps here. 114, if anyone's counting. So these ones are obviously the backgrounds, and then those ones are the pattern and the outline to go with it. So these are 2-step stamping, where you've got this flower, and then the background for it. You've got these leaves and the background, so they all coordinate and they all go together. You've got to admit, Stampin' Up! Are really, really good when they come to their coordination. You cannot deny that. Okay, so either 4 stamp sets or two-parter stamp sets. But as I say, 54 and 36, so 90, 117 stamps with this album retreat. I'm going to put this back in the bag so that it's kind of the way I got it. That way I'm far less likely to lose something that I'm going to need. But I am looking forward to using these bits and pieces. There we go. Just pop that over to one side. Right, I deliberately zoomed out my camera before I got started because I wanted to be able to show you all of the different things. Okay, so just looking at how they did this last time, we've got individual packets for each of the 2-page spreads, but this seems to be an extra packet with all the extra project pieces. So if I pull this out carefully, I can already feel that these are pre-die cut, and of course they're labelled. So on the back of all of these, Project 7, Project 3, Project 1, Project 8, we've got some pockets going on there. We've got, oh, these are pretty. Some printed flower pieces, some kind of like banner type pieces. Oh, wow. Words, best day ever. Nothing is better than this. Again, I love that all of the pieces are labelled. So when it comes to knowing what you need, I don't know if you can see, these are all star shapes, small, medium and large. And then you turn it over and you've got these pre-printed and pre-cut shapes. These look really exciting. I mean, I'm looking at them from the back. Wow. These are like frames that all pop out. The same here as well. Lots of texture on these. Right, so then these are lots of leafy pieces. And then more of these little banners. What have we got? More leaves, flowers, little panels here. Very exciting. More pockets. There's a lot here that have got like dotted bits that we're clearly going to like fold and stick down. Journaling type pieces. This, I don't know if you can see these, but these are lots of little pieces. They're all numbered and they're all white. So I would be guessing we're probably going to stamp on some of these. In fact, those stamp sets that I showed you earlier, that looks like it's the same size as the leaves, as the flowers. Yeah, those bits are going to get stamped on. This looks like a sticker sheet. Open here, lift, little tabs, all of these strips, scalloped pieces. These are really cool. Okay, I am excited about this. This is going to be a really, really cool retreat. I'm going to put all of that back in there though, so that it stays safe and that I don't lose anything. Right, next up. Okay, so in the bottom of the box are all the page protectors. I'm going to leave them back in the box. And we're going to... Oh, now this is interesting. So you've got 2 more packs. So if I look, you've got this pack here with everything, as I say, labelled and numbered on the back. Then we've got these 2. This is different from what they did last time. This is interesting. I'm going to open this up and let's pull this out and see what we've got. So, designer series paper, just on one side. Are these all... Yeah, these are all single-sided. So I'm going to hazard a guess that these are going to be our base pages. Okay, so I'm going to flick round, but I couldn't tell you which pages go with which. When you've got 2 the same, that kind of suggests that that's the same double page spread, but it might not be. And some of these might be pieces that need to get cut. So if you can see, that's kind of like a blushing bride, pale pink kind of shade. We've got a kind of like a crumb cake florally piece. This is very much like a Lost Lagoon kind of shade, pale greeny blue. More crumb cake. Again, there's a texture to this. This is our crisp cantaloupe. I've shown you already, 2 of those. Hydrangea hue, 2 of those. And then 1, 2, I'm going to say that's our willow, white willow. Okay, that's interesting. Last time we had individual packs for each of the double page spreads. They haven't done that this time, which is going to be interesting. I wonder if that's going to be... I'm sure they will explain it all to us. Oh, here we go. Right, this one I'm going to show you upside down. But it looks as if these are the pieces that we will cut. So in the first one, if you got the 2025 version, a lot of the pieces were pre-cut for us. This one, it looks as if we're going to be cutting it ourselves. So you can see here the lines. You can also see that it tells us what project they're for. I would expect that once the retreat kicks off, they will give us the instructions and the measurements, so the cutting guides. Yeah, so you can see these are pre-printed. That's our Golden Glow. It looks like the two-tone as well. Yep, this is our crisp cantaloupe. Wonder if we're going to get all the in colours. More crisp cantaloupe. You're just going to have to trust me, but all of these pages say the project on the back of them, which ones they correspond to. Project 2. This is our Peaceful Pine shade. Project 982. Yeah, this is definitely featuring the in colours. There's our Hydrangea Hue. Love that shade. There's more of it, and actually you can see there the difference between the two-tone. That one is more, do you think that's two-tone Night of Navy? No, actually, I think it's Secret Sea. It's darker than Night of Navy. That looks like light pecan pie. Yes, because that's the dark pecan pie. Crumb cake. And again, all of these sheets have got dotted lines on the back to tell you where to cut against. Ooh, printed ones, stripy ones, that's pretty. That's pretty as well. Obviously crisp cantaloupe DSP, and then this strip as well. Ooh, very pretty, very pretty. Loving these colours. One of the things I've noticed as well when it comes to Stampin' Up! In colours, once you start to see them, you will start to see these everywhere. I mean, these are the colours that are in fashion just now. Oh, this is nice. So like lots of lists and labels and tag type pieces. Okay, that's good. One of the things that I will say is if you are interested in doing the virtual album retreat, you can purchase it through me. And then I'm going to put aside a weekend where people can come and make it in person at mine in my crafting studio. So you'd be very welcome to come along and craft with us. I will basically spend time in advance cutting out all, going over all the measurements and talking about having all the pieces pre-cut. And then when we share the videos, we're going to share them at a slower speed than is shown as the standard videos. So we're not going to do it in real time, because in real time it's like from midnight till 4 in the morning. We're going to do it a couple of days after, and we're going to show the videos slower. I'm going to pause them anytime we need to, and we're just going to take our time. We're going to have fun, because it's not a competition, it's not a race or a marathon. It's about getting together to craft and have fun with each other. So if that is something you're tempted by, it is available now on the website. You can go to craftwithemma.co.uk, you can go to Shop with Emma, and you can get your hands on it. And if you want it cheaper, join my team and become a demonstrator and get that discount off it as well. So